right. Today on Conversations with Creatives, we are talking to Ebony Howard from the Wallace Center for Arts and Reconciliation in Harpersville, Alabama. So we're really excited to have a conversation with you today, Ebony.
Right.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, Ebony.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to chat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Welcome to Conversations with Creatives.
With the Arts Council ladies, I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Leslie. We're super excited to have Ebony here today. Thanks for joining us, Ebony.
Thanks for having me. That's great.
We're going to get started asking you all kinds of very deep, personal questions.
Ebony ready. Business. She pulled her hair back.
She did. She's ready for
She's
it.
ready to go.
Boys, I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
First, we always ask a very important question.
Very important.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, get ready for it.
Dear. Okay.
And I like thought long and hard about this.
Okay.
Lindsay
So-
gets to come up with them.
Oh.
And sometimes I'm surprised, like now.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh.
Always no. So.
Bated breath.
Yeah.
What's up?
All right. If you could have any cartoon character play you in the cartoon movie version of your life, who would it be?
So without even thinking about it, do you know who popped up? Marge Simpson, for some reason, popped up. Like that, like it was literally the first thing that popped into my head. I have no idea why.
Really relate to Marge Simpson?
I didn't think so, but maybe I do on some unconscious level.
Yes, you do.
Like, she's a diva.
Yeah,
I've been known to be diva-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So
She's got beautiful hair too.
She does.
Yep,
She
that's
has
right.
great hair. She's sensible. She takes care of business. I feel like she's not taking stuff off of Homer or the kids. I feel like Marge is it. I mean, that must be what it is.
So would it be like kind of a Simpson-looking cartoon movie version?
You're asking me questions that I never have explored. Learning a lot about myself right now.
That's right.
For what
That's right.
came out, but I have two kids. She has three. My oldest son is a bit like Bart Simpson, so maybe that's where this is coming
Okay,
from.
there you go.
My husband is bald, but
Okay.
in shape, but like in an intentional bald kind of way.
Yeah, sure.
Not just like it just happened.
Right.
Well, it did happen, but you know what I mean.
But
And he helped it along a little bit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He doesn't do the comb over or the, little bald
Right.
spots.
Or
I got it.
the ring. My dad has the ring.
The ring.
Yeah, we gotta let the rings go, and that's what my husband
Right.
did at
Exactly.
28.
Nice.
Right after we got married, actually. Just started going away. He just went, so it's done. So all that to say, I guess The Simpsons is what it is.
There you go.
That's it.
Nice.
so.
Yeah, I think that's
Interesting.
That's a pretty good choice.
I think so too.
Choice.
Did you have one?
Yes. So I would like to say that my person would be like Daria from the show Daria,
good.
but in reality,
that one.
I'm more like Tina Belcher from Bob's Burgers.
Oh,
I think that
both great.
Yes.
Both great.
Yes.
First of all, I'm upset that I didn't say Linda Belcher. Because
She's a good one.
That's my girl.
She's a good one.
So I feel like both of those are great options.
Absolutely. Well, Daria was a show on MTV, a cartoon on like the 90s.
Oh.
There you go.
I don't know how you missed Daria at least, but Tina Belcher from Bob's Burgers.
Yes.
You do?
From a little.
But the awkwardness of Tina.
I know, right?
It's like the awkwardness and the boy crazy of Tina.
See, I don't know it very well. I'm not a big fan, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, I would like to say Daria, but
so
in
funny.
reality, it's Tina Belcher.
That's
Tina Belcher's pretty great.
Absolutely.
I love her.
But I love her confidence. I mean, I kind of wish I had a little more of her confidence.
She goes for it.
Oh, always. She never doubts herself.
Yeah, listen.
It's really incredible.
And like Jimmy Jr., pull it together. Tina's it.
Yeah, she could do so much better. Than
She could do so much better. She could do so much.
I actually did. At first, I was like, who would be the actor that would play me in the movie version? I did pick out a really good one.
No?
Okay.
It might surprise you a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Who?
I was thinking Beyonce, and I know what you're thinking. She is a little taller than me.
She is
That's
just
all.
But
That's the only difference.
smidge taller.
That's the only difference.
That's it.
That's
But
it.
everything else,
Everything
honey.
else.
And let me tell you something.
I mean, the dance moves. She's
Didn't
the only
you
one that
think-
could do my dance moves.
Didn't you think
so.
Beyonce when you met Lindsay?
I did.
Really?
She's
I did
Beyonce.
actually dress as Beyonce for Halloween one year from Lady Gaga's telephone video.
Oh, that's
I made her jacket.
That's a great Beyonce.
Yeah.
Oh, my
so
goodness.
So So I'm going to the Beyonce concert on Sunday in Atlanta. So I will be sure to tell her
be
you
like-
said, what's up?
I know.
Like,
Is that?
you're gonna look at her and be like, that is Lindsay.
Same.
Oh my
Twin.
God.
Twin.
Are you gonna be doing the country more or
Yeah.
the?
So yes, so it's a mix up of
Or is it gonna be mixed?
yeah. It's the first album, which was more of
Okay.
like a dance hall. Well, not
Sure.
dance hall, like a house music.
Okay.
House music, and then the country mixed in.
The
to
Cowboy
one.
Carter.
Yeah.
Do you like it? Do you like anything Beyonce?
I am the biggest Beyonce fan in the
I love
entire
it.
world. Like I
love
am,
it.
I am a huge Beyonce fan.
And now you're gonna think about her every time you look at me.
Oh yes, it's like because you're twins. Like it's,
Yeah, with this.
I love it. I love it.
You're so silly.
Like,
Blonde. Yeah.
right. I've always wanted to be good friends with Beyonce,
Right,
and
right.
but now I have you, so it's like
Right,
I'm good.
You are.
I'm
That's
good
right.
now.
Short Beyonce. That's all. It
I
is,
love
so.
short Beyonce is
Short,
what we'll
short.
call
That's
you.
what you're-
We'll call you short Beyonce.
So yeah, you're welcome. So I did
Yes.
think I thought long and hard about this last night. So
I love it.
there was maybe a glass of wine involved.
Hey,
Oh,
that's always
of course
good
there
too.
was.
All the good ideas.
Of course there was.
Great.
All right. So Leslie, who
Oh,
would be the
see, this is the time that I was like, maybe she'll just forget.
Never that.
were you?
I don't
there
know
like
why.
I can't think of any cartoons.
Well, I don't know why the first, like you said, the first thing that popped in my mind, Smurfette. I don't know why.
Is it the blue?
It is,
It's
but
the-
I maybe it is the blue, but it's just weird. She's the only girl. I would not like to live in a world that I'm the only girl. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
Would though,
That's
because
true.
you're like all the attention is on me because I'm the only lady in the group.
Maybe
so
deep down, that's
deep down, I think
true.
it's like a psychological.
That's
thing.
true. Yeah, and there would be less drama. I would be the only one causing the drama. I could be in a world like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds fun.
I can see it.
Try to
doesn't
get away
sound
from
fun.
Gargamel.
It doesn't sound
Gargamel.
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 You know, the movie comes out next week.
Oh,
That's right. That's probably why it jumped in my
okay.
head.
Rihanna does her voice, so then
She
Rihanna
does.
really play you in the real life.
See, and
She
I'm
does.
just like Rihanna.
There, exactly.
Oh my God. Yeah. What is
I know
happening?
you were meeting so many celebrities.
It's a great day.
Celebrities.
It's a great Friday, dude.
Great day.
It's a great
No,
day.
but
I
I
love
would
it.
say Candace Cameron would be my.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Because when I was younger, I looked like DJ Tanner.
Aw.
DJ Tanner.
yeah.
DJ
The
Tanner.
younger.
But
Yeah.
bigger hair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the big hair.
Oh man, there was some big bangs.
curly. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. Love it.
I always had curly hair, but in the episode we've seen before, my mother permed my bangs.
Just the bangs.
Just the bangs.
Why the bangs?
They needed it.
I don't
Why
know.
just the bangs?
You know what they say: the higher the hair, the closer you are. to
That's-
God.
Amen.
And she
And
was
in
the
middle school-
pastor's
That's
kid.
right.
Oh, okay.
And I had the big bow, even in middle school.
Even
So
in middle school.
she'd pull me, she'd put that bow in my hair when I walked out the door all the time.
You looked adorable. You looked adorable. I know you did.
Love it.
I know you did.
love it.
I know you did. I do. Love it.
All right, so
right.
let's get to it.
Let's get to business, lady. Now that
It
we've
was fun.
gotten the good stuff.
The
All right.
important question.
Now we know who's going to play us in the
That's right.
ourselves. So, well, welcome to the show, Ebony.
Thank you. This is great. So much fun.
Oh, thank you. Well, let's just get, I want to get to know a little
That's
bit more
right.
about you.
Sure.
We call it your villain origin
What is
story.
your
We call
villain
everybody's
origin story? Yeah.
So, give us a little bit about like your background and how you came to work at the Wallace.
Listener, sure. So, I'm originally from Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
For some reason thought Louisville was the worst place to be. So I spent all of high school trying to figure out how to get out of Louisville, Kentucky. Then I went to Howard University in Washington, D.C., and lived there for, in D.C. And I lived there for 7 years total because I went to law school there. But when I was at Howard, I was really into social justice work, and actually went to Howard because I wanted to be an activist because I thought that's where activists went. Come to find out, not just activists go there. Lots of different types of people go there too.
Right.
And so I had to figure out if I wanted to, what I wanted to do after I graduated, if I wanted to get a PhD in education or Africana studies or, whatever. And law school was on the table because my mama was like, you need to make money, friend. You need to graduate and make some money. So I didn't know what I wanted to do. And so and I'm a first generation college student. So I didn't have that many people to actually chat with about it.
Sure.
So there's this woman named Marion Wright Edelman who runs this organization called the Children's Defense Fund that works for kids and like making sure kids have all that they need. And I thought to myself, who's doing what I would want to do or something like I would want to do? And it was her. And she went to law school, so I went to law school.
Okay.
Sole calculus was that like Marion Wright Edelman went to law school. So I went to law school and to Georgetown. And then did work in juvenile justice work. And then my husband and I had met at Howard. We dated my third year of law school. He's from Hueytown, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, so Weston and Hueytown. And so we got engaged my third year. We dated my third year. I moved back to Louisville. He moved back here. And then we got engaged. And it was like whoever got the job first would move.
It was a race.
It was a race. It was a race. And then I got the job at the Southern Poverty Law Center in Montgomery.
Okay.
So I moved here. So that's how I got here. Been here ever since I was 2009. I've worked at SPLC. I also was a assistant federal public defender in Birmingham.
Oh, wow.
And then I worked for a policy organization called the Gault Center, used to be the National Juvenile Defender Center. And so, did a lot of like litigation, a lot of policy work, and all the time was like really interested in history and civil rights work, but also have always just been a creative inside me, just being hampered by legalese and writing and all that other stuff that's necessary, but still just like not as, there's not a place for it in the legal space. So, I learned about the opening at the Wallace Center at the end of last year, and I was like, this is interesting. And the organization, deals with art and history and preserving history and racial reconciliation. And so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to sort of flex some of my creative muscles. So here I am.
Wow. I love that.
That's awesome. I mean, I bet you have a lot of stories, especially dealing with like the juvenile court system, but you've seen a lot of things.
Yeah.
Hey, if I got in trouble, I would definitely want you on my side.
Oh, thank you. And I would take care of you. Yeah, I would totally
right?
take care. Yeah, I would.
I would want Marge Simpson on my side.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So you've been at the Wallace Center for about 7 months now.
That's right.
So what is like one of your favorite things about, I mean, I've only been there one time, but so what's one of your favorite things about like working there?
Yeah. So, the thing about the Wallace Center is that it's a descendant-led organization. And so for people who don't know, it's in Harpersville, Alabama. It's 6 acres of what used to be the Wallace Plantation. And the plantation house is still there. It's preserved, but the organization was created by the organization was created by the descendants of people who were enslaved there and the white descendants of the slaveholders. So these two unlikely people came together to create this organization to preserve the history, but then also like have really honest and direct conversations towards healing and repair and connecting with each other. And that has to be my favorite part about just watching these two groups of people who had absolutely no reason to want to wade into this, like to want to like wade into having difficult conversations about enslavement and racism and all these things that happened, but they find a commonality and a way to do that. And they oftentimes use art as a way to bridge the gap between the two of them. And so one of my favorite events was an event that Lindsay was at that was connected to this to this exhibit we have coming out with this organization called So Their Names. And it was the descendant community as well as folks from So Their Names. They came down from Mount Willing. And we were all in this room together, and we had this project where we took swatches of fabric and embroidered the names of people who were enslaved on the land in 1870. Well, they lived on the land and had been enslaved there and were newly free, like 35 people, we sat together and embroidered their names on these swatches of fabric. And it was fun because so many of us had no clue how to embroider.
I was going to say, right?
I'll tell you something. I am lucky if I can like stitch together two little things, right? Sure. Like I had the nerve to tell somebody, well, I can mend a sock. And they was like, oh, that's good. And I was like, oh, when I say mend a sock, I mean I can close a hole on a sock. Like I can't actually exactly, you know. Yeah. So so many of us like had no clue what we were doing, right? And these very patient, lovely women from Sew Their Names like taught us. And when I say us, it was me, it was Lindsay, it was like the descendant community, people from our board of all ages.
Oh yeah, there was a little boy there.
There was a little boy who was like stitching. Yes, he did. He was probably like 8 or 9.
Yeah, he did a great job.
And like he was stitching, and just like the laughter and the like joy that everybody had from just being in each other's company and with each other just reminded me of being with my own family. And how like you know how when you're with people that you really love and you can laugh and like the laughter just comes from deep in your belly and up and out, and it's just the best feeling in the world. I had that feeling there, and I just absolutely love that kinship that's present with the Wallace Center.
That was such a cool experience for me too, because I just want to know a little bit more about the Sew Their Names project and everything. And so Jennifer had invited me down there, and so Chris Cruz, another instructor from the Arts Council, came with me. And I mean, we just had the best time, and everyone was just so open to us. It was just so nice that they're just like, come on, grab a needle, grab some thread, let's do this. And I have very limited embroidery skills, and so they're just like, pick out a name and go. So I think, and we'll share some pictures of the blocks and stuff. But they're very beautiful. It was really cool because I mean, it's like your own handwriting, but everybody looks so different.
Right.
So
and I have to tell you, like, so when we finished, I texted one of my good friends, and I was like, Nicole, I found my new hobby. It's embroidering, and I had taken one home with me because I didn't finish it, and I was like, look, this is so great. I'm going to, like, this might be something I do. And she looked at it and she said, Ebony, girl, no. She said no. She said no.
Oh, man.
She said, absolutely not, friend. And then my husband, I was like, I'm going to buy a kit. John is my bald husband. And I said, I'm going to buy a kit. And he was like, Ebony, your hobby is wine. You need to stay with wine, babe.
Your hobby is wine.
You need to sip to your strength. So I was a little delusional, but I had lots of fun.
That's right.
Yeah,
it was a really great experience.
It was a great
Hey,
experience.
that built your confidence. You thought that was it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So I have questions, which I should have gone that day. I can't remember what happened. I was supposed to go. Do you write your thing first and then embroider it over it?
Okay. See, you know what you're doing.
Well, I don't really. It's just when you said your own
it's like your own
handwriting.
I was like envisioning them. Like that makes sense.
Yeah.
Some people did cursive and some people did, regular.
Some very skilled people did cursive.
Yeah, cursive.
Most of us did big
block letters.
Like big blocks, yeah.
Block letters.
Cursive
so
would be hard.
And so there is actually another sculpture that is on site. And I love this sculpture. It was so beautiful. I did not take a single picture of it. I'm so mad at myself. I found some pictures online, though. But it is called With Love for Grief. And Grief is actually a person that was enslaved on the property. I think Grief Wallace, was her name. Yes. And the sculpture is by Elizabeth M. Webb, and she was an artist in residence at the Wallace Center. And it's really cool. It's like 5 columns.
It's 4. Yeah. So the sculpture is 4 columns, and the 4 columns were the original 4 columns on the porch of the house. And the background about the 4 columns is that in the early 1900s, actors who were in the movie Birth of a Nation would like kind of hang out on the porch. And if you've seen Birth of a Nation or heard about it, it basically paints Black Americans in a really disparaging light, and then kind of hails the KKK as like heroes. So,
dear.
right. Oh, dears, right.
And some
I don't
of
wanna
we
watch
got it
this. I
from
don't want
Indiana
to.
as well.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
What?
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. And so
How long ago was this movie?
It was made in the early.
it was made in 1915.
Okay.
Yeah, it was made in, yes.
long time ago.
Not recently.
Not
I
acceptable.
do not.
now.
Not recently. Right.
No,
Right.
they're not doing a remake of this.
No,
anytime
thank
soon.
God.
Thanks.
So, but like a lot of the actors would like hang around the house and like they would write their names on these columns, right? So, with grief, the sculpture is the 4 columns that had a lot of like gaps in them, and so Elizabeth Webb, the sculptor, had sauce furnace pour aluminum into the gaps to fortify it, right? And then at our homecoming celebration, which is this annual thing that we do where all of the descendants come back to the house, they inscribe their names onto the aluminum. And then we also inscribed the names of the 30 or 35 people who lived on the Wallace land who were formerly enslaved onto the aluminum also. And so the 4 columns stand with both sets of names inscribed on them. And like Lindsay was saying, one of the names found on the 1870 census was a young man who was 28, a farmer named Grief. Wow. And you have to just think about like what a mother is going through to name their child
what I was
Grief,
thinking,
right?
like,
You know, I mean, you know, I always tell people, I have 2 sons. One of them is named Stokely after Stokely Carmichael. The other one is named Jackson off of a random character in a romance novel I read. But it means something to me, is my ultimate point, right? And so, you know, Salem Green, who is a poet laureate in Birmingham and actually just wrote a book called The Other Revival. She wrote a poem for grief, and the poem just is to grief, tells grief how much we appreciate him, we love him, we revere him. And so the sculpture is named With Love for Grief for that reason. And then afterwards we started a scholarship program because the descendant community wanted to you know, make repair by providing educational opportunity to people in the area, like in Vincent and Harpersville. And so it's actually open to that whole community.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's just a really beautiful sculpture. Like I walked out there too because I didn't know what it was, and so I just saw the names on it. It's just, and then I was like, "Those are the names we're stitching on the fabric."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so then Jennifer came out there and talked about it a little bit. So that was just, you know, such a beautiful, you know, beautiful way to honor people. There.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so cool.
Goodness.
And we've actually, so Salem Green, she was actually the teaching poet for writing our stories at Vincent one year.
Yep.
And so there, you can see some pictures on the website because Writing Our Stories is a program that the Arts Council actually supports. And so the kids actually got to go back to the Wallace Center and perform their poems. And it was called Land as Persona, Many Paths to the Present. That's the name of the book because they get their bound anthology at the end of the year. Yeah. So that's the name of their anthology.
I have used pictures of that.
Yes. Because we do it at Columbiana Middle School, and I always go over to the program there, and the kids get to read their poems out loud, and then we take a bunch of copies back to the Arts Council.
What a lovely program.
It's so cool.
What an absolutely lovely program. And I just have to say, I might be the president of the Salem Green fan club. I encourage everybody go buy her book, The Other Revival by Salem Green. She's amazing. She is the best person, best spirit ever.
And where can we buy her book?
You can buy her book on Amazon. I think that's the best place to actually find it right now. So you can get it on Amazon. Go buy it right now.
What's it called again?
The Other Revival.
The Other Revival.
And I'll just say, I mean, like, as her fan club president, I just have to say, it is a book of poems, right? And it is, these poems came about from conversations that she had with the descendant community in Harpersville. And, you know, of course, other conversations also, but, it's just a beautiful work of art that captures joy and resilience and strength, right? And just it's just something that every human being can connect to, because every human being wants to experience newness and like a revival and a new birth, right? And so I just think that it's just food for the soul. So
Wow.
it's really good.
And she was there the day that we were stitching on the blocks
Yep.
to get inspiration for a new poem. And
Yep.
yeah, so that was really
That's really neat. Yeah.
that was really neat.
Yep.
Right.
So let's talk a little bit about the So Their Names exhibit that's going to be on display at the Shelby County
Yeah, we're
Arts
excited
Council.
Yeah.
We're really excited. I've seen
really
some
are.
pictures of it now. We have a quilt from Winnie McQueen.
Yep.
And Yvonne Wells, did she?
Yes.
She has a quilt. And
She
then Charlie Lucas, which we've shown Yvonne Wells and Charlie Lucas's work in our gallery before. We had, I mean, their work is gorgeous. And
Right.
Yeah.
Yvonne's quilts are gigantic.
Gigantic and
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Stories.
Yes,
They're just
exactly.
beautiful story quilts.
Exactly.
And whenever they were in our exhibit, Paul Barrett walked around one day and told me the story of every single quilt. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So they're just so cool. They're just
Yeah.
so intriguing.
They are.
Hey, that can be your next hobby, right?
Quilting.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's it
Sure.
intimidates me so.
It, you know,
Going and looking at those quilts, you're like,
it's so intense. So I didn't even understand the
Yeah.
magnitude of quilting before I came to the Wallace Center, right? Like I did not understand, one, that they could be so huge. I didn't understand like the artistry and then like the storytelling that's involved in it, and how it's just very much a part of like various cultures, right? Like Black culture and Southern culture, and just like just like I'm sure there are other, you know, like groups too, right? And so I would love for it to be a hobby. I don't think that's going to happen.
I know, right? Wine still
right.
a hobby.
Right. And what's lovely about So Their Names is that their story is really similar to the Wallace Center story. So the organization is in Lowndes County and in the unincorporated town of Mount Willing. The project started with Hopewell Baptist Church. And they had come across the names of people who were enslaved in that area. And they started off their project doing exactly what they did with us, taking like 3x5 pocket squares of fabric and embroidering the names of people who had been enslaved in that area and creating these quilts. And now they go from place to place helping people do that same thing. And there's just something so... one, therapeutic about quilting, right. You know, like most forms of sewing or knitting, there's something so calming about the repetitive nature. I wish I could do it so I could be calm. Or like, you know, or just watching it is like really, you know, therapeutic. So like there's something about that, but then there's also just something so empowering about when these women get together, like 5, 10, 15 of them sitting around and just quilting together and like quilting together these pieces of fabric that hold this history. And then when they invite other people to come and join them, or, you know, watch them, just watching them sort of unify and solidify these memories and like memorializing these people, it's just so powerful. And it just feels like so, you know, like taking from the past to really empower you to move into the future. And so what they're doing for us is, you know, they did one workshop that Lindsay came to where, you know, we've talked about how we made these patches. We're going to have a second workshop that we would love for people to come to. It's going to be on August 9th at 10 o'clock. Okay. And they're going to actually take the squares that we started at the first workshop and put them together to make a quilt top. Okay. So, in case y'all didn't know, making a quilt has multiple steps. It does. Yes. It's multiple steps. So like
involves a lot of math.
A lot of it, right? So what we're gonna have is a quilting top, right? That's gonna consist of our names, and they've figured out a pattern that's gonna work for us. And so the Wallace Center will have our top done in time for a exhibit that we're gonna install at the Arts Council. Okay, it's gonna have all the beautiful quilts that Lindsay just mentioned, right? A couple other quilts from So Their Names, as well as the top that we put together. And I believe we said it's going to be October 6th
16th. It's
Thank you.
open October
Opening.
16th.
16th,
Yes, our gallery reception's October 16th.
16th, right.
And it's going to go until November 20th.
Perfect.
So
Thank you.
it'll be the last exhibit of the year.
Of the year, right?
Yes.
And it'll be the last thing I do before I fall out.
Yeah.
From the year. So
And then you get holiday. Yeah.
right. Lots
Right.
of wine. My hobby.
Yes, absolutely.
Wine at the opening too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I always appreciate
Start
a good
there,
wine.
right?
Doesn't matter what kind, I'll take it. Yeah. So that's so their names are we're so excited, so
Yeah.
thankful for the partnership with the Arts Council with their names, and
I'm excited to see
I'm
this
so
quilt
excited.
top because I
know.
Like, I did
so
that
they
one.
put
I did that
they
one.
put all the names that y'all did that day and make it a quilt top with those names. Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know if it was like a couple of names per like quilt but they're just
it's
all
going to be
in that
one. Right. So I think that what they're going to do is they're going to probably group them into like groups of 9 and then, have some other pieces that connect, right, to make it large enough
Got it.
that it's impressive
Gonna be
looking.
really pretty.
I think so.
'Cause I got to see pictures of them and they're
they're
really, really
beautiful.
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, the Southern Names Project, it's just so interesting because it was started by Reverend Braxton and the judge whose name I cannot think of.
I can't even. I'm
I cannot
blanking.
think. It's on the
Judge. You can say
website.
judge.
Judge. I cannot remember.
Judge. We can put it in the notes at the end of the podcast.
Yes,
Yeah.
maybe Philip can like flash it across the screen.
There we go. That's perfect. Thanks, Philip. Thank you, Philip.
But they started this project together, and I just love how it really embodies community.
Yeah.
And just like really remembering like where we came from, where other people came from, just remembering their past and how important that is.
Yeah.
Just, support our community to strengthen our communities.
Yeah.
So it was just really cool. I just felt so honored to be included. That was just
Thank
so,
you for coming. Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And these quilter ladies, they just like
They were so patient
They
and
were
so
so
nice.
sweet.
Because
I
when
mean,
I tell you, I cannot emphasize how ridiculous it was. Okay, there was one lady. I'm not gonna say her name, Miss Perkins. I'm not gonna say her name, but she did one pass. She said, "Oh, I done threw my back out. I'm done. I'm done. I can't do it no more."
Miss Perkins.
Miss Perkins.
We are kindred spirits, Miss Perkins.
We had the table that was laughing and having fun, and then we're like serious.
I know, right? Yeah.
Chris turned out like 8 blocks.
Yeah, she did.
And I
see
only
that.
got 4 of them done.
Chris is
Yeah.
like a machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
She's
she does,
serious.
it's great.
She's serious. Yeah, I got 3 done, and I had the one I took home to my friend, and I'm ashamed to take it back. So I'm just
You'll be like,
somebody else got to do
an
Polly.
accident.
Sorry. Yeah.
How do Polly?
Thank you. No, I don't want to do Polly.
Yeah, people were like, "What's the name with the least letters?"
Right. Yeah.
And there was one, I think it was Hezekiah.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody wanted that, and I was like, you know what? I'll just do it. I'll do it.
Did you take Hezekiah? Oh, thank you for your service.
Hezekiah because I was like, no one's going to take poor Hezekiah.
No.
So I'll just do it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
They were. I mean, they're just so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
Just a great way to let people know, like, you're not forgotten.
Right.
We will never forget.
We honor you.
We honor you.
Absolutely.
We honor you.
Yep. So that was just such a cool experience.
Yeah.
And I hope more people will come to the next workshop. And I hope they come out to the exhibit and just really, can see this beautiful memorial.
Yep.
Okay, so again, this workshop.
Yeah.
You don't have to know how to quilt.
You no. You don't have to know anything, as evidenced by me. You don't have to know anything. You can just come.
Observe.
You can just observe and have snacks and fellowship and hang out. If you want to help with the quilting, then that's completely fine.
Sure.
But it's what the kids say is a vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe.
I get that.
It's a real relaxing, chill, familial vibe that we just want everybody to experience. Yeah.
That's
As
great.
Olive Garden says, when you're here, you're family.
Amen.
So it's an Olive Garden vibe.
It's an Olive Garden vibe.
This
No.
podcast sponsored by Olive Garden.
We wish Olive Garden if you want them.
If you wanna.
They're available.
Take it.
Come sponsor the workshop that day. Unlimited
Olive Garden.
salad and breadsticks.
Olive Garden.
Great
Come see us.
Say so.
Come
Their
see
name
us.
Sponsored by
That's right.
the Alabama State Council on the Arts and
Olive Garden.
I'd
Love it so much. Oh boy.
Make that happen.
We should, yeah. I'm not sure what the, like, hey, Olive Garden.
We're coming for you.
That's true. That's true.
I'm gonna start tagging them in everything.
Oh my God, that'd be great. That would be amazing. They'd be like, who is this? Okay, fine.
Right.
Take some breadsticks.
Take some breadsticks. I will take them.
Our important history here, right? Come on, Olive
Exactly.
Step it up.
Love it. Love it.
Awesome. Well,
This was great.
This was great. Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun.
It was you. I could listen to you talk all day.
Oh, you're
There's
sweet.
something calming about you.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
I mean, I'm like a lawyer, huh? You just kind of calmly tell them what you want, and that probably
didn't always work
happens.
out quite that way.
I don't know. It seems
I tried. I tried a couple times.
so calm.
A couple times
right.
they were like, nice, but bye, Miss Howard.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good try.
So, but I appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And they can, people can come visit you at the Wallace
Yes,
Center
they
in
can.
Harpersville.
Yep.
What are your hours there?
So actually, we're by appointment only.
Okay,
And
there you go.
Right, and so if you want to. Talking camera. If you want to visit the Wallace Center, go to wallacearts.org and check us out there. There is a link there to click to request a tour, and we would love to see you. You can also catch us on Instagram, Wallace Arts 1841, and we're also on Facebook under Wallace Center for Arts and Reconciliation. So
There you
check
go.
us out.
So please.
Good.
Yes.
Yes.
And then come to the Shelby County Arts Council
Come
on
to us.
October 16th,
That's right.
2025.
Free
6 to 8
reception.
p.m. We will have snacks. We will have wine
Wine.
Well,
and sodas and
and
wine.
then the beautiful
And the beautiful
quilts.
quilts.
And the beautiful quilts.
And we'll have-
and the vibes.
And the vibe.
The vibe,
We'll have,
right.
it'll be a vibe.
It'll be a vibe.
It'll be a
right?
vibe.
We have a vibe.
We have a vibe.
Most
We are-
good
There's
vibes.
definitely a vibe.
We are a vibe.
You are the vibe.
Depending on who's in the arts council at the time,
Exactly.
it could be a
It's
different vibe, but we're a vibe.
But there's one there.
There it is.
There's a vibe.
There you go.
At all
Yeah, and then it'll be on display through
November 20th.
20th. So
Yeah.
get plenty of time to come out and see us. Hey, the temperatures will be better.
Yes, thank God.
Please come fall.
Yes.
Yes.
Quickly. Lord.
Now, today, Jesus.
You know, and there's no air conditioning in the Wallace Center.
Wow. Right?
We do now have.
There is now.
Look at
We now have air conditioning. Was
There you go.
sorry that didn't happen for you,
Yeah,
friend.
I was like, the day we were there, it happened to be a beautiful day. And
Yes.
It was May. So it
was May.
could go one of two ways.
Yeah.
So
So it hasn't had air conditioner, just
Right. So right. So I'll just say really quickly that the Wallace house does not have plumbing in it. It has
Sure.
electricity, but we just got air conditioning and actually got it the week after.
nice.
beautiful day. So
It was a
we
beautiful
made it.
day. Yeah.
Made it.
Yeah.
We might have all been melted.
She survived. Yeah.
She's
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
She's good. She's good. Thank God. We thank God for that.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Thanks again.
Thank you for having me, guys. So much fun.
We look forward to seeing you guys out at the Arts Council
Yeah.
to see all these beautiful works and come to the reception.
And please follow us on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. And you can always find us on YouTube and at ShelbyCountyArtsCouncil.com. So thanks for joining us
Thank
today.
you. Bye.